Is this the year Clemson finally overtakes Florida State in the Atlantic Division en route to an ACC championship? Mark Rogers TV ranking all the ACC schedules from 14 all the way up to 1. Clemson's been the second best program in this conference for 4 or 5 years. They've defeated the likes of LSU, Ohio State, and Oklahoma in back-to-back-to-back bowl games and been very, very competitive nationally, but not able to get past the Noles to an ACC championship game. Can they do it this season? Well, the schedule is mighty difficult. We rank it as the second most difficult schedule in the ACC. So it starts off with a couple cupcakes in Wofford and Appalachian State on September 5th and the 12th. Then it gets really difficult. Listen to this 3-game stretch starting September 17th with Louisville on the road, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech at home. Then dates against Boston College, a trip to Miami. You got North Carolina State on the road, Florida State at home, Syracuse and Wake before a toughie out of conference, the traditional matchup for the Palmetto State Championship against South Carolina. So for Clemson, here's the deal. They, of course, have to play in the tougher of the two divisions in the ACC. Therefore, they've got the date against Louisville and against Florida State. BC is no easy game, as they found out last season, only winning by 6 points. BC, the team that's actually been the most competitive the last 2 years against FSU. They've got the non-division games about as tough as you can get in the Coastal Division. And this is why we rank Clemson so high on this scale. They've got Georgia Tech, who's a top 10 team from last season, and Miami, only 6-7 last season, but the Canes possibly the most talented team in the Coastal Division. So again, Georgia Tech and Miami are the 2 out of 7 teams that they drew from the other division. Out of conference, Notre Dame and South Carolina, that's about as difficult as it gets across the country. Most Power 5 teams play one difficult game. Some of them play no difficult games. Some of them play one, i.e. Alabama, Wisconsin, that type of game. But Clemson's got 2 in Notre Dame and also to finish it off against South Carolina on the road. So that's Clemson's schedule. Those are the difficult games, and that's that difficult stretch. We'll know a whole lot about the Clemson Tigers after the October 10th game once they've finished up against Louisville, Notre Dame, and Georgia Tech. Second toughest schedule in the ACC right here with Clemson, right here on Mark Rogers TV.